Good morning students. Welcome back to Alchemy online classes. Student, in our previous class we had discussed about latitudes. Now today we are going to learn about longitudes. The imaginary line that run through from the northern pole to the southern pole are known as longitudes. They are also known as meridian of longitudes. The prime meridian is located at 0 degree and divided the earth into the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. Now as we learn in latitudes that all lines are parallel to each other, but at longitude they are not parallel to each other. They cut the latitudes at right angle by 90 degree. This distance between two longitudes is the maximum as the equator. The distance between two longitudes decreases towards the poles. The longitudes help us to know the time at a place. There are 360 longitudes on the earth. 180 longitudes are in the eastern hemisphere and 180 longitudes are in the western hemisphere. Now we will learn about this through our picture. So as you can see, these all lines are having different distance from each other. They are not parallel to each other. The distance between two longitudes is the maximum at the equator. You can see that it is maximum at the equator and it is decreasing when they are going towards northern pole or the southern pole. If they are going up, the distance between them is decreasing, and when they are coming down at the time also the distance is decreasing. But at the equator, at the middle, this distance is highest distance or the maximum distance. Longitudes help us to know the time at the place, and there are 360 longitudes on the earth. 180 longitudes are in the eastern hemisphere and 180 longitudes are in the western hemisphere. This one is the eastern and another one is the western hemisphere. Now we'll learn about longitudes through our course book. The imaginary lines that run from the north pole to the south pole are called longitudes. They are also known as meridians of longitudes. The prime meridian is located at 0 degree and divides the earth into the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. It passes through Greenwich in London. Those longitudes which are located on the earth on the east of the prime meridian are indicated with the degree eastern. On the other hand, longitudes located on the west of the prime meridian indicates with the degree west. Now we will see an animation which will clear our idea about longitudes.
Longitudes are semicircles converging at the north and the south poles. They are also called meridians of longitude. There are 360 of these imaginary lines, each of which is called the degree. The 0 degree line or prime meridian runs through the Royal Observatory, Greenwich, England. There are 180 degree lines to the east and to the west of the prime meridian. The maximum distance between longitudes is at the equator and it gradually decreases towards the poles. Longitudes help us calculate the time at various places on earth.
So now you are clear about longitudes. Now come to I Learn for Live session from our course book. The word meridian comes from the Latin one meridis. The word AM and PM are divided from this word. AM stands for ante meridiem and refers to the time before noon. PM stands for post meridiem and refers to the time after noon.